Well, hello, everybody, and good morning. This is unusual for me to be on here in the morning on Saturday, especially because I'm not even usually up this early. It is 10 o'clock on Saturday, April 29th, 2023, and we are live. And we are not having date night tonight because I have to work. So we are having date morning today. So it is date morning, date breakfast with Lisa today. So hopefully you guys remembered and you're going to pop on here. And I know some of you guys are probably still asleep, especially over on the West Coast or on the other side of the world. It's the middle of the night. So, hey, we got a few people joining. All right. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Therese. Hey, Dee. Hey, Tina. Hey, Heather. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Nidra. Hey, Janet. Thanks for remembering and popping on. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Jilly. Hey, Deborah. I'm excited. I was wondering, I said, I bet nobody's going to remember being on in the morning today because I almost forgot. I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, I got a video this morning. I was just laying in bed. And I said, man, I got to get up. I'm not used to have to getting up and doing stuff early in the morning, but I do have to go to work in a little bit because I never work on Saturdays. It's unusual for me, but nobody else could work today because there's this big thing going on this weekend. So a lot of the girls were going to that. So they have this big concert this weekend called Something in the Water here. So hopefully it'll be a nice day for them down there. Hey, everybody. We got a few people joining us. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, we got Texas in the house. And Trina said, I'm usually in bed too. First time catching me live. Good. Oh, you're usually still in bed in Alberta, Canada. Okay. Yeah, I'm usually still in bed too. Oh, Spice Girl's here. What? It's like 7 in the morning there. It's really early for you. Hey, Regina. 4 p.m. in Germany. Oh, so it's a good time for you guys. Usually it's like the middle of the night in Germany. So we're doing some easy cards today. So I had my Stamp a Stack class last week. Well, really just this past week. So on Tuesday and Thursday, I did my Stamp a Stack with retiring products. So I was trying to get rid of all my retiring stuff. So I was using up my retired papers and designer papers and all that stuff, ribbon. And so I just kind of pulled it all out and was just trying to use it up. So I pulled different things out and tried to match them up. So this was one of my favorite designer papers that I wanted to use. And it used the gorgeous colors of Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen. And I had tons of that paper left. So, and tons of this ribbon too. So that's what we're using today. We're going to make 5 of these cards, exactly the same cards, and they're super easy. This is a really easy layout too that you can use with any designer paper that you have. So if you have, if you're like me and you hoard your designer paper, which I hoard paper, I actually have probably a good foot and a half, maybe even 2 foot stack of retiring designer paper. Like, you know, maybe this high of a stack of paper that's retiring. So I was trying to use some of it. And, you know, so you cut it up and this is a great way to use it. This is 3 by 4 1/4. So it's not a perfect size because you do waste a little bit of it, but that's okay. But, you know, like if you use 3 by 4, that's a better size. But this one actually, you know, is more geometrical to a card front because you have the same dimensions on either side. So it just looks more symmetrical that way. So, and if you have plenty like me, you don't really worry about it. And you can use the extra strips for something else. So, and this paper comes kind of variegated. So you get, some pieces are lighter than others. You have this section that's kind of light in the middle. I like the darker parts better, but the light looks pretty good too. So I still have a lot left over. And it comes in different colors. So there's like 3 pieces that are the green, and then there's 3 pieces that are an orangey color. I think it's Calypso Coral. And then there's 3 pieces that I think are Bermuda Bay, maybe. So, and they're different patterns. So one pattern had like this on there and one had this. And then there was one that was more like a circles. So I just kind of mixed them all up. Oh yeah, don't forget thumbs up. Everybody give me a thumbs up. Oh, Mandy says usually it's 2 a.m. when I'm on. So now you can watch me in the morning. Maybe occasionally I'll start doing a morning one. So that'll be good. Then I can have a free night. Janet says it's blurry, but mine's coming through nice and clear. So I think maybe if you refresh it or go out and come back in, it might be better. I don't know. Try that. I know I see a lot of new people on here that I never see normally. So maybe it's a good time for some of you guys. How you feeling today, Spice Girl? I hope you're feeling good. I wanted to send you something from Amazon, but I wasn't sure if I send it to your regular address if you get it, or you have to send it to your, I don't know. Do you still send it to the same address if it's a gift like that, or mail goes to a different address? I don't know. So let me know. All right, this is the stamp set that we're using. So I'm just using this thing right here. For some reason, I lost this one because this is the one I put in the card originally, and I can't find that stamp. I don't know what happened to it, but that's what I'm putting inside the card. So that goes inside. And then the words, I have no idea where they came from. So as usual, they were on my table. So I'm not sure what they're from. If anybody knows, usually Starla's on here and she knows everything and she tells me what they're from. I got a Happy Mail card. This is from Janelle Ellison, and she sent me this beautiful card in the mail. Time for a happy dance with that gorgeous paper, and that paper is staying in the catalog. Well, not in the catalog. I think it's actually, I don't know if it's in the catalog or if it's on the online thing. And a really sweet note. So I thought that was really nice. So I love getting happy mail. If any of you guys ever want to send me a card, feel free. I will give you my address. Usually I have it sitting right here. Well, you can email me at stampgirl2@cox.net and I'll send you my address. But usually I have it sitting right here on the table. So thank you, Janelle, for that. And also don't forget, tomorrow is the last day to get the card kit for this month. And when I come back Tuesday, I'll have a new card kit for you. So we'll be doing something from the new catalog. So that'll be exciting. So this is the card kit. You'll get either the flower card kit or the, I keep wanting to say butterflies. It's shells. The shell card kit. So you pick which one you want. So you'll get the set of 3, the supplies to make 3 of these or 3 of these. If your order is over $50 and you use the host code, and that's through tomorrow. And then if your order is over $100, you'll get a pack of gems to go with that. So there you go. All right, you guys ready to get started? So we're going to make 5 of these. I only have 3 with me right now, but oh, let me just keep one. And the only difference between these, I use different pearls. So we still have these pearls. They will be in the new catalog too. So these were the festive pearls from the holiday mini, and they come in gold, silver, green, and red. So I use the green on some and the gold on some, and you can also use the silver, will match. So we'll just mix it up so you can use all different ones. So here's what you need: 5 of everything. So 5 of the back piece, which is the evergreen, evening evergreen. And then 5 of the soft succulent. So that's 5.5 by 8.5. This is 5 1/4 by 4. This is the Berry Vanilla. This is for the inside. I should probably write that on there for you. This is the inside. And then, so 5 of all these pieces. This is the front, 3 by 4 1/4. Very tempted to get this set. You should. The set's staying. What DSP is the background paper? That's Pretty Prints. It's in the current catalog. I'm not sure if it's sold out or not. I don't think it is. Oh, 99 degrees in Arizona. Yikes. We've been having like 70 degrees every day, but it's been raining the last few days. All right, so these little pieces for the words, that's 2 3/4 by 1. Evening Evergreen, I smeared that. And 2 1/2 by 3/4 vanilla. So hopefully you can see all that and get a picture. Okay, so Spice Girl, send it to your regular address. That's the one that's the whole long thing with the sweet whatever. I usually have it sitting right here. This one. So send it to this address, the Fortuna Road Suite. Is that your regular address? Let me know. I found something really cute I want to send you. It's supposed to be 105 in Yuma, Arizona. Ugh. That's really hot for April. Ugh. I don't think I could take it that hot already. All right, everybody get a screenshot so far. Time for afternoon cappuccino. Oh, I wish I liked coffee. Jeez, missed the whole thing. Outside cleaning the deck. You didn't miss the whole thing. We just started, Mickey. We are just starting. We just did the screenshot, so this is everything you need. So you can go back and watch the replay for this part. We're just getting ready to start making the cards. So you have not missed a thing except me chatting and saying hello to everybody. So no worries. Okay, so we're just going to be stamping these 3 pieces right here. So I'm going to set the rest aside. And all right, so first thing I'm going to do is the words because that's the easiest thing. And that's going to be with the Evening Evergreen, which I'm really sad to see it go because that's one of my favorite colors. Let's see. All right, I think I saw most of these comments. Let's see. All right, everybody said hello. All right, I think I got everything. All right, so this one, did anybody figure out where these words are from? I don't know. I have a stack of about 15 stamp sets that are missing like 1 or 2 stamps, and I just can't figure out where they are. Let me put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. And if you guys are new stampers, make sure, even if you're old stampers, I still have some of my customers who have not figured out how to stamp right. So when you're inking up a stamp, you do not smush this into the pad. You always just tap, tap, tap very lightly. You don't want to get your ink all in this stamp everywhere. You just want to just very lightly tap it. And it should not be all covering everything. And then just very gently line it up and press it down and lift it up. And there you go. Try not to smear. I have stuff on my fingers already. Uh-oh. Am I missing one? I could have sworn I had 5 of these. Uh-oh. Maybe I missed one. Hold on. One jumped out and disappeared already. Let's grab another one. Oh, that's got something on it. Oh, that's a dirty one. Okay. So I had to be a bad girl yesterday. I went and got my massage. So, of course, I had to go to my favorite place, which is next door. Nothing Bundt Cakes. And they have a new flavor called Blueberry Bliss. And I'm telling you what, it is bliss. It is so good. I could eat like 10 of them. It's just like melts in your mouth. They're so good. I think that is my favorite place to go. They're just so good. And they're only $5. That's like the best bargain in town. All right, so there you go. So all your words are done. So we'll set those aside. And we're done with that color. Now we're going to get our little flowery thing out. And we're going to do that on the inside. So that's just going to go down at the bottom. Do you guys all have a Nothing Bundt Cakes at where you live? Debbie says, you're so sweet. I just got done in the shower washing my head. Well, you know, Debbie, taking a shower should be a lot quicker now. You don't have to fix your hair. because that takes me forever to fix my hair. And then yesterday it was raining, and I went outside in the rain, got totally wet, looked like a wet dog. Then I had to come home, fix my hair again, went back in the rain, looked like a wet dog again, and then went to work and looked like a wet dog all day long at work because it was flat on my head. So it was a mess, but I found something really cute for you. So I think you'll love it. All right, so we're just going to stamp this twice. I inked it up once. We're going to stamp it twice, just like that. And there you go. That's my favorite thing to do on the inside, is just stamp something twice. So you get that light and dark, kind of medium light and dark. All right, so that's the inside. So that's done. And then on the front piece, oops, that's the front piece here. We're just going to go around the edge. So let me get a little piece of scrap paper. Piece of scrap paper. Piece of scrap paper. All right, we're going to go around the edge and just, we could probably do a dark and a light around the edge. You just kind of want it a little bit light. You don't want to overpower the middle part. Well, this is a little bit dry because I used it in 2 classes, so it's not nearly as dark as it was at the beginning of class. And this just takes a minute. See how fast these cards are? Once you start doing these, you can just whip them out in no time. I'll just do one at a time because this ink is kind of dry. There we go. So my upline Faith had a stamping bingo the other night that was really fun. So we went and played. I hadn't played bunco in like 20 years since I used to be a teacher. When I was a teacher, we used to play bunco every month, and it was a lot of fun until I quit teaching. When I retired from teaching, I took an early retirement because I was kind of burnt out. And then I started doing Stampin' Up full time. And then every month I'd go to bunco, and it was me and another retired teacher, and then everybody else was still teaching. And the whole night consisted of bunco, drinking wine, and teachers complaining about school. So after about a year of that, I kind of just dropped out because it was just too depressing listening to everybody complain about school. So I hadn't played bunco in forever. So the stamping bunco is basically the same as regular bunco, but you win stamping prizes instead of money. So it was a lot of fun, but we had a good time, and then we got to stamp a couple things, and it was just fun, and we ate, and I always like doing stuff like that. So I have a swap. I'm hosting a swap for our group here, and I haven't started it. It's due tomorrow, and I have to work all day today. So I haven't come up with an idea yet, which is bad. And I'm way far behind, so I have to come up with an idea and make the card tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to be doing all day tomorrow. So I got to come up with a really good card. So if any of you guys have a really good idea for a card, let me know. It has to be something out of the new catalog. That's not too difficult. I want to do something, I think, with the daisies, but I just got to come up with something original. So that's probably going to be what my video is going to be on Tuesday, whatever my swap is. But I want to make something really, really good. So I've been searching for ideas, you know, I mean, not to copy anybody, but just, you know, for ideas to just give me some, you know, like colors to use. Or I was thinking about doing the paper from the country set, you know, that countryside bloom set, using that paper and maybe doing like a quilt card and putting the daisies on the front. But I don't know how long that would take me, because I've got to make a dozen of them. So I just got to figure out how long it would take to do that. And they have to be done by 5 o'clock tomorrow. And usually I do not wait till the last minute. I'm not exactly a last minute kind of person. And why am I short? Did I miss one? Oh, here we go. So, and I always get mad at the people that are last minute Nellies, you know, that show up at 4:58 to turn their swaps in. And now I'll be one of those people turning mine in at the last minute. But I have just been working and working and working and just haven't had time to do anything. This is crooked. Ah, stuck. Oh, there we go. Went down crooked. It's still crooked. Okay, close enough. That's a good idea for my swap. The daisy stamps in the new catalog are my favorite. They'll be the first thing I order. I know, I love the daisies. Love them. I really wish there was a punch though, but because they took, I think they did take that punch away, but it doesn't really match the new one because the new daisies are like, instead of being round, they're more like not symmetrical. So they kind of are smaller on the top than the bottom. Okay, so then this one is just going to go right on top of this one. So we can just glue that right on top. This glue is just about gone. Make sure this doesn't really have a right or wrong way to go. Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? Not me. I'm working and then stamping tomorrow. I did get most of my stamp room organized. At least that's a good thing. But now I still have to go through like those 15 stamp sets and find the missing parts and the dies. The stamps are probably be easy to find, but the dies are the hard part because I have a lot of dies that are missing. I think I like that side better because it's hard to find missing dies. Do I work in healthcare? Yes, I work at an urgent care center. I'm the front office manager. Driving up to Phoenix to mom's and over to sisters. What time is it? Oh, you're talking to Debbie. Not talking to me, huh? Just talking to somebody else. The new also looks more like petals. Yeah. Well, you know, we used to have a daisy set that was almost exactly the same. And I'm pretty sure it was like a 2-step stamp back. I want to say it was at least like 10 or 15 years ago. And one thing I used to love to do with that one was crystal effects. Do you guys remember crystal effects? When you would put something on it and make it shiny, you'd let it dry and it would make it like shiny. And I would put it on those daisies and make them shiny. I would stamp them and then put that on there. I loved it. And then they got rid of it. It's funny how they get rid of stuff and then like 10 years later bring it back and it's almost the exact same thing. All right, so then we're done with that. And then let's put these words together. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Here we go. All right, let's put all these together. Oops. We'll do a few at a time. That'll make it go quicker. I got a funny joke. Somebody sent me a joke. So I'm just going to read that one today because it was cute. It's another one you won't see coming. You'll get to the end and you'll be like, oh, I didn't see that one coming. It's kind of like the last one I told you. So I got, right before I got on here, I was reading the comments again because I haven't had time to read them. And it seems like it's always the very last comment, you know, which would be the very top comment. And this girl says, again, I don't like the chatter, you know, or what did she say? It wasn't chatter, but it was like another word for chatter. I can't stand the chatter. She said, I don't want to know that you're tired and have to take a shower. And she said, just show me how to make the cards or something. And I went, Okay, delete. I'm just like, really? Why do you have to be mean? Don't be mean to me. I'm like, I'm just trying to be nice and funny. If you don't like it, just fast forward. I just don't understand it. I need somebody to talk to. So you guys have to listen. Exactly, watch somebody else. All right, so we got all those on there. All right, so these you have to wrap your ribbon around. So we've got 5 of those, and we've got our ribbon. So this is that ribbon that's retiring. So we've got 5 pieces of that. And one's already got a gem on it. Stuck to it. I don't know if there's a right side to this ribbon or not. I mean, this paper or not, because it kind of goes all different ways. But we're going to put the ribbon about 2/3 of the way down towards the bottom. So I'm doing mine upside down because I just think it's easier to tie it that way. And just tie a little knot. If you want a bow, you can do a bow, make it a little bit longer. And I'm going to trim all these in just a minute. I love this paper. There was this one, and there was the Sun Prints and the Pretty Prints, and they were very similar. In fact, I think a couple sheets had the exact same pattern, but they just came in different colors. And they, of course, retired all of it. Ooh, that's a little bit loose. We'll have to maybe tape that down. I wish sometimes they would keep some of the paper, but I guess since all the colors were retiring in this one, they had to get rid of it. I'm still upset about all my flower sets that are retiring. Especially that True Beauty, I think. I'm pretty sure that one is retiring, and that's one of my favorite ones. Oh, we have a new girl at work, and she's so sweet. I love her. Her name's Macy. And so we've been sitting there talking, you know, and she is a girl after my own heart. We like exactly the same foods, and she's an ice creamaholic. And so we're sitting there the other day, and we were talking about ice cream, and she's like, oh, I love ice cream. And I said, what's your favorite kind? And she was sitting there talking about Ben and Jerry's, you know, and I said, well, have you tried Tillamook? And she's like, I've never heard of Tillamook. And I was like, what? What do you mean you've never heard of Tillamook? And so she shops at Harris Teeter, which is like the most expensive store here. And I said, well, you need to go to Food Lion because Food Lion is way cheaper. And the Food Lion regular price for Tillamook is $5.99, but it's on sale for like $3.99 every other week. So she comes in and she said, I bought some of that Tillamook. And she said it was on sale for $5.99. I was like, where did you get it? She's like, Harris Teeter. I said, well, that's the regular price at Food Lion. I said, it's on sale for $3.99 over there all the time. And she's like, oh, man. But anyway, there's a new flavor, and it's chocolate and peanut butter, like a Reese's peanut butter cup. And she's like, it was the best ice cream I ever tasted. So now I got another person hooked on it. So I really think they should start giving me a commission on everybody that I get hooked on that ice cream. Because I swear, I think I've changed at least 1,000 people now. And if you have not tried it, you don't know what you're missing. Because it is so good. I know some of you guys say Bluebell is better, but I don't think so. Bluebell is hard as a rock. Every time I've gotten it, it is hard as a rock. I got to put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds just to get a spoon in it. It's not as creamy as that Tillamook. All right, so trimmed all these up. So now we're going to glue those down. These are all going to go on with dimensional. So I'm going to get those ready. Throw this in the trash. And we have a potluck today at work, so I made those, I think I told you guys I was going to make those ooey gooey butter bars, but with lemon in them. And I think I gave Debbie Spicer the recipe. It's kind of different, though, because I looked up the one by Paula Deen, and hers is a little bit different, so Mine's evidently an original recipe, but it's really super easy. There's only like 6 ingredients, so I'll bring that to you next time. It's only like, the crust is 1 box of cake mix, a stick of butter, an egg, and 1 cup of finely chopped nuts. And that's the crust. And then you press that in the bottom of a 9x13 pan. And then the top part is a block of cream cheese, 2 eggs, and you soften the cream cheese up and kind of whip it and put the 2 eggs in, 1 box of powdered sugar, which is really hard to find now for some reason. Has anybody found that for some reason they don't make 1 box of powdered sugar anymore? You have to buy it in like a 2-pound thing and then like measure it out, which is so weird. I don't understand why they don't make 1 box containers. So I have to sit there and measure it out, which is a pain. So 1 block of cream cheese, 2 eggs, 1 box of powdered sugar, and 2 teaspoons of lemon extract. And then you just whip all that up, pour it in the pan, and bake for 30 minutes at 350. And it comes out, you just wait until it's like lightly brown on the top and doesn't jiggle. And then let it cool, cut it up. And oh my gosh, it is so good. It is delicious. Oh, no Tillamook. Terry, where do you live? Get Macy stamping. She said she wants to learn how to stamp. She said she's really into arts and crafts. So she wants, I've been showing her my stamping stuff. So she wants to learn how to do it. She's really young. She's only in 24. She's a youngin'. But she's so cute. She's very mature for her age. When she told me she was 24, I couldn't believe it. I thought she was at least like 32 or something. Because she's a lot more mature than my daughter who's 30. I didn't believe she was only 24. Oh, Greg was born in Tillamook. We always went to the ice cream factory. If I lived in Tillamook, I think I would be 500 pounds because I'd be going to that factory every day. It's really hard not to buy it all the time. I have to really control myself and only buy like 2 at a time and then wait a few weeks and buy a couple more. Luckily, my freezer is mostly full all the time, so I don't have room for it. And I'm lactose intolerant, so I shouldn't be eating ice cream at all. It's not good for my stomach. That's the other thing. I can't eat it in front of anyone. So I can only eat it if I'm by myself and not going anywhere. So I guess that's my punishment for ice cream. All right, then we're going to stick these on here. And just put these kind of like about 1/3 of the way down. So I don't know what else we're having at the potluck. When I looked at the list yesterday, it seemed like there were a lot of desserts. So we might just be having all dessert today. I don't know who's bringing a main dish. But hopefully there'll be something. When we had our little get-together the other day with my upline, she ordered pizza, and we were all eating it. And I'm like, man, this pizza is so good. We're like, where did you get it? She said, Domino's. But it was like thick crust, and I was like, I've never had Domino's pizza that tasted like this. It tasted almost like Pizza Hut pan pizza. It was thick crust and really, it was just so good, like a deep dish. It was delicious. I said, I didn't even know Domino's had this kind of crust, but it was good. All right, so now we're going to get these gems out. And like I said, you can use any color you want. The green goes really, really well, but I'm almost out of the green, so we'll put them on a couple of them. So that matches perfectly. And let's see what the silver one looks like on here. That looks pretty too. I haven't tried the silver one yet. But that looks really pretty too. It almost looks like the green. I think I'll use some of them because I got a lot of those left. The red's the only one I hardly ever use on here. I need to put like a glue dot under that bow, I mean that knot, because it's a little bit loose. And of course we've got to do some shimmer, because that really shows up really pretty on here. The darker colors. I told you guys I went strawberry picking again, didn't I? I'm telling you, those strawberries are so good. I've been eating them every day. All right, let's do some spray. Oh, I can use this paper because I'm getting rid of it. All right. Oh, so pretty. Gorgeous. So what do you think? Isn't that just beautiful? And you can do that with any of the colors. So that this pack of paper, like I said, it comes in all 3 colors. And then also the one that's kind of similar, the Nature's Print, you could do it with that too. So gorgeous, gorgeous paper. And now let me read the comments real quick, and we're going to do a joke. You missed the beginning. I know. Patricia says lactose intolerant and love for ice cream. That's just wrong. I know. What are the bouncers for? What are the bouncers for? What bouncers? They have bouncers. Wait a minute. They have bouncers at the door? At the Tillamook factory? What? Oh, Lactaid. You can take Lactaid and then you don't get an upset stomach? That's a good idea. I never thought about that. So, what are the bouncers for? Did we find out? Bouncers to limit... Oh! Bouncers to limit Lisa Freeman from buying ice cream. You're funny. Save the red ones for Christmas. Gotta go to work. Yeah, I gotta go to work too in about an hour, so you're funny. All right, you ready for the joke? Here you go. Hold on, let me pull it up. This is a cute one. All right, a couple were invited to a family masked fancy dress party. Can't get that out. The wife got a terrible headache and told her husband to go alone. He at first protested, but she argued and said she was going to take some aspirin and go to bed, so there was no need for him to stay. So the husband got into his costume and away he went. The wife, after an hour's sleep, felt better, and as it is still early, decides to go to the party. As her husband didn't know what her costume was like, she thought it would be interesting to see what her husband was like when she wasn't with him. So she joins the party and soon spots her husband in his costume, dancing with every woman he could, copping a feel here and a little kiss there. His wife went up to him and starts being rather seductive herself. He soon leaves the women he's with and goes off with her. She let him go as far as he wished, naturally, since it's her husband. After more drinks, he whispers in her ear, and they end up going to the car and fooling around on the back seat. Just before unmasking, the wife slips away, goes home, and puts her costume away. She's sitting up, reading, when her husband comes in, so she asks him what kind of time he had. Oh, same old thing, you know, I never seem to have a good time without you. Rolling her eyes, she then asks, didn't you dance much? No, not at all. In fact, me and the guys just went in the spare room and played poker all evening. Oh, well, you must have looked really silly playing poker all night in that costume, she said sarcastically. Well, actually, replies her husband, I gave my costume to my dad, and apparently he had the time of his life. And that joke was from Pat Mater. So thank you, Pat, for that joke. I thought that was really cute. And I didn't see that coming. So I hope you liked that joke. And if you guys have a really funny one, just send it to me. And I hope you like the cards, and I will be back. I know it is bad joke. I hope you like the cards today. Don't forget to give me thumbs up, like, share, comment, all that good stuff for me. And on Tuesday, I'll be back with a brand new card from the new catalog, and probably using the daisy set and maybe that country paper. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Sorry, I will miss you guys tonight for date night. I'll be at work, so think about me. And now you guys can go back to bed. And if you miss me tonight, just go watch another video. Go watch another date night from last week or the week before. All right, take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.